Once again, we're at the Overlord Museum. What you see in front of you is a part of the pontoon bridge that left from the Mulberry harbors. You see a M4 Sherman tank coming across. And it took 75 of these put together to make it from the Mulberry to the shore here in Normandy.
Point the hook on top of the bunker, on top of these bunkers that were believed to have big guns, but there were no big guns in the point bunker. The Rangers actually landed just in front of where we stand, between the monument representing the dagger of the Rangers and the small board on the right. That's a problem. They landed below the point hook late. They came ashore at 7 a.m. Exactly there before dawn, so before 5 a.m. And then they climbed up spot. And on this spot they were under two anti-aircraft guns, two 35mm guns were shooting at them, one on the right, one on the left, and they would lose many men until the moment James Earl Rudder, leading the Rangers, told the guys to stop climbing them because they will all die. Then Rudder tried to contact the USS Nevada by radio. Nothing worked. All the radios were destroyed by sand or water. Then James Eichner had this great idea to contact the Nevada with no strings of light. Then the Nevada confirmed both sides destroying two targets. That allowed the Rangers to get over the cliffs, to climb over the cliffs, and to capture more Germans. So just in front of us, you can see. So just in front of us now is the village of Grand Commézy, and just before the village of Grand Commézy is the Commézy battery. This German battery runs the second part. Now the battery is not huge, but still Now we are standing just below the bunker in front of what was supposed to be a cannon, and if you look carefully you can see that there was never any metal mounted there. There is no nuts, no bolts, nothing, proving that there was never any gun. Germans had built the bunker, they didn't have enough resources, the factories could not bring the supply on time, and anyway they believed Normandy would not be important, so the guns have never been installed here. Sorry. The sea was like that. Boring job until D-Day. On D-Day, they got the fear of their life. It was finished. Kaput. But before, you see the impacts on the wall done by the Rangers. So the Rangers shot inside, but the Germans had very safe doors, multiple steel doors, so you cannot kill them. And the walls are 2 meters wide, reinforced concrete.
Wow.
Still today, farmers don't break the bunkers. It's way too much work, too much money. They stay. There is also all German bunkers are made with reinforced concrete with very good quality cement. You can see rebars everywhere and wood boards, wood panels to absorb the shock of bombing. So that can move and take this way the cement will withstand the bombing. So what you see here is really the wall. It's really high tide, so you don't see much the beach, but that's exactly the spot where the 2nd Ranger Battalion climbed at 7 a.m. on June 6. It's made with layers, horizontal and vertical, and rebars. So one layer and another and another and another. It's never bricks, it's really full layers of reinforced concrete. So it's super strong.
These things are huge. And it was only for observation.
Yeah,
right?
there are bunkers like that all over the coast, from Spain France and even more in Sweden, in Norway, in Denmark. If someone would like to sum up Normandy in one image, you would a bunker, a cow, and an apple tree. That's Normandy.
If you see this map, the north is here, the south is here, the Le Havre is somewhere here, and all these are huts and tents from the Philip Morris camp. Here it's Philip Morris. All these camps had names from sacred brands. Philip Morris, Lucky Strike, Pall Mall, Herbert Tarleton, All Gold, Wings, and I don't remember the last one. Voilà. Donc it was very, very big. Here in Gonfreville, 1,200 acres. Many Quonset huts, semicircular, like this.
Wow.
And this was made for the civilians who came here afterwards. After the departure of American troops, the French government decided to use these huts for the civilians who had lost, who were homeless in Le Havre. In Le Havre, 80,000 homeless people after the bombing of 1944. Is Lucky Strike here? Yes.
Okay.
We are here in Philip Morris. Etretat, maybe you know the name of Etretat.
Yeah.
Yes. You had a small camp, a small transit camp too, which was the name Pall Mall.
Pall Mall, yeah.
Here we had another one which doesn't, which is not shown here. It was All Gold, another sacred brand, and here you had Herbert Tarleton in the Forêt de Montjon, the woods of Montjon in Le Havre.
So I have this is where they landed the Canadians were
Yeah,
killed.
42.
Yeah.
42.
42.
A complete disaster,
Yeah.
and Saint-Jean-Brunval biting operation was here.
Yeah. Okay.
Approximately, I don't know exactly, but it's around here.
Okay.
For the rebuilding of the Havre. Oui, donc c'est nous qui m'aviez contacté aussi, donc c'était à peu près il y a 2 ans à la maison pour venir avec un groupe en juin dernier qui finalement a été annulé.
So here we are in it's one of the cigarette camps here. It's very similar, but what I found interesting is what's behind me. That cot looks exactly like what we had. The design's the same, the wood and canvas. Very interesting. So, a lot to learn here, a lot to see. What you see in front of you, I'm at the Overlord Museum. You see the back of a Sherman tank as well as what's called a Hellfire. It is a anti-tank gun. What you see across the road is where the entrance to the cemetery is located for American Cemetery. And of course you have the French flag, the EU flag, and the American flag. So we are now finished our trip in Normandy and we're going to head back. Stay tuned for more.